Now see, yesterday, before closing the section, I told you these examples, right? Now come here. So, so need to listen very carefully. Class with function. Okay? Class with function. You need to be very clear here. So guys, whenever you are writing the function inside a class, go here in the internet, class and class and object in Python. You go to any site, you will be seeing something like self kind of content. You will be seeing self kind of content. Okay, self everywhere. You will be seeing the self. Okay. Now let's discuss them very clearly. Class with. So I hope first of all, if you have a good idea about class and object, then only you can understand. I'm telling you. Then only you can understand. So okay, class we have completed and the object also we have completed. Now I am going to tell one thing. How can we write the functions inside the class? How can we write functions inside the class? Okay. So I'm going to do one thing for you. First of all, very clearly I will explain here. If you're not understanding, let me know, guys. I'm telling you. Okay, very important concepts. I'm taking a class. For example, I'm taking a class CS. I'm taking a class CS. Okay, let's write here. Yeah, let's write here class CSC. Okay, class CSC here, right? Okay, done. Done. So inside the class, what I am doing here is, I told you inside the class, you can write the variables or you can write the functions. So class means collection of variables and functions. So now if you observe here, inside the class, what I'm going to do is, inside the class, what I'm going to do is, I'm going to write a variable. Okay. I'm going to write a variable a is equals to 100. Okay. And inside the class, I'm going to write a function also. A function also I'm going to write. The function name is fun. Okay. Function name is fun. Okay. Common, right? How you will write the function? Normally how you will write the function? In the same way you write here. Normally how you will write the function? Just you write in the same way here. F fun. Go inside. Instead I'm going to write some print condition. Okay. Some print condition. Okay. Now see. Inside the class what I am having? Inside the class I am having a is equals to 100 and f fun. Inside I am having some print condition. Inside I am having some print condition. Very simple. Okay. Outside the class, what I have to do, guys? Outside the class, what I have to do? I need to create a object, a servant, right? No, not the okay. Object is created. Object is created. So Kiran is the PA. Kiran is the object. Kiran is the object. Yes, Kiran is the object for which class? For which class? For CS. For the class CSE is the PA, which means he is the object. Okay, guys, you understood till here? Everyone tell me. Till here clear, right? Okay, now I'm going to ask you the questions. Okay, now I am going to ask you the questions here. So what questions you are going to ask me? See, I am the principal? No. So I am the principal? No. So if I inform the Kiran to call the variable A, he will call or not?
Yes, sir.
Yes, he will call. Okay, let me execute it. So print, hey, I am informing the Kiran. Hey Kiran, please go and call A. He will call or not, see? He is calling or not? He is calling Kiran, the variable A, so we are getting 100. So if I inform as a principal, if I inform the Kiran, if I inform the Kiran to call the function fun, will it call the function or not? Will it call function or not? I am informing the Kiran to call function fun, this particular function. So Kiran will call this function or not? He will call the function. Basically, he will call the function. Yes, yes, object, which means object means Kiran. Kiran can call the function. See, Kiran can call the function. Kiran is calling the function, but some issue is coming. Some issue means, see, when remember this point very carefully, advanced level of reusability. When the Kiran is calling the when the Kiran is calling the function, object copy, which means Kiran is the object now, his copy need to be given to the function. So Kiran is the object. The object copy. So the Kiran copy of the Kiran, I will write here in the variable A. What I'm saying is object is calling the function. Okay. I'm going to save the object also. This function need to save the object copy. So the first parameter is for the object copy. Now you tell me guys, who is A? A means what? A means Kiran only, no, tell me. A and Kiran both are same. The copy of the Kiran, Kiran is calling the function. Along with that, Kiran copy is also I am saving in the variable A. According to the guidelines, any variable you can use. See here, I am going to give A here. So I am going to give A here. What do that mean? What do that mean? So which means here you need to understand a simple logic. Here you need to understand a simple logic here. What is the logic, sir? What is the logic? See, Kiran is calling the function. Okay. Kiran is calling the function. Whenever he is calling the function, Kiran copy will be saved in the variable A. Now A means Kiran only. Okay, you are calling the function. So you will go inside. You are calling the function. Okay. The object copy will be saved in the A. Along with that, you are calling the function. It will go inside. Inside good morning is there. Good morning will be printed. So if you write the function inside the class, the first parameter should be there. You should give a variable. You should give a variable so that it will take the copy of the object. Now see, if I call the function, you can ask me, sir, why none is coming? Because see, Kiran.fun, your Kiran is calling the function. So going there, object copy is collecting by the A, going inside and printing. So here only you are getting the answer. Then again you are keeping inside the print. So two times print. Here print is there, good morning is coming. In this print, what will be printed? Nothing. So what I will do? I will remove this print here. So I am informing the Kiran to call the function. So Kiran will call the function. Kiran copy will be saved in A. Will be saved in A. Go inside good morning is there. Inside good morning is there. See, calling or not, you will ask me one question. Why Kamal? What is the purpose? Like, what is the purpose of this thing? Saving the object copy and everything. See, now you will get to know very, very clearly. Now you will get to know. Create a class CSC. Create a class CSC. Inside the CSC, there is a variable which is 200. Okay. Def. Okay. Def. I'm going to create a function which is addition function. Addition function. Okay. I'm going to write here C is equals to 10, D is equals to 20, C is equals to 10, D is equals to 20, print C plus D. Okay, print C plus D. Okay. Now what I am doing here is def subtraction. Okay. Print C minus D. Is it possible? See, see the logic here. User, what the user is doing? User is creating a variable. First of all, user is creating a variable a is equals to 200. Okay, and he is creating two functions. This def addition. Okay, def addition he is creating, and he has written c is equals to 10, d is equals to 20. He has written print c plus d. Okay, this is one function. This is one function. Next one, def subtraction inside print c minus d. This is other function. Okay, two different functions. Guys, you tell me, if I inform the Kiran to call A, yes, he will call A. Okay, that is fine. That is fine. If I inform the Kiran to call this particular function, he will call the function. If I inform the Kiran to call this function, he can call. But see, if you see here, there are how many functions, guys? You tell me total. Total how many functions?
Two functions, sir, addition and subtraction.
Total two functions are there. Two functions are in the same class, no? Are in the same class, no?
Yes, sir,
Inside the
same class,
Yes,
sir.
Inside the same class, only two functions are there. So what I'm trying to say is, inside the same class, a variable is there. Okay, Kiran can call the variable. Done. So if the Kiran is calling the subtraction means, if the Kiran is calling the subtraction function means, inside the subtraction, I am using C and D. The variable C and the variable D present in the addition function. Yes or no? They are present here. So can't I use these things here? Both the functions are different, but both belongs to the same class, no? So if one function not communicating with other function means, how can you say that it is a reusability? Got my point? What I'm saying? Suppose I'm creating a object for the CSC. Okay. See, if the Kiran is calling A means, Kiran can call A. See, you can keep inside the print or anything. If I inform the Kiran to call A means Kiran is calling A, 100 will or 200 will come. That is okay. But see, if I call the addition function, that's what I'm saying. Two functions are there to communicate between this function and this function. If you directly write like this, communications won't be created. What I will do, whenever I create the function, I will take the function whenever I create the object copy, I will take here. So I will take the object copy here in a variable self. Self means what here? Self means what is the meaning of self? Nothing but Kiran. Nothing but Kiran. So for this function also, I will create self. So for the class, whenever you create the object copy will be given to the addition function. Object copy, which means Kiran. Kiran will be given to the addition function. Okay, self. And here also self. Okay, two cells I am giving. Now you can ask me, okay, Kamal, like your object copy, you are giving, object copy, you are giving. Now I want to ask a question. If the Kiran call A means, if the Kiran is calling A means 200 will come. That is acceptable. That is acceptable. If the Kiran is calling addition function, tell me what happens.
addition will come. 10 plus 20 is 30.
Yes or no? Yes.
10 plus 2 is 30.
Kiran is calling addition function. The object copy is also saving. Go inside. Go inside. Inside what I am doing? I am taking C. I am taking D. Print C plus D how much? Print C plus D how much is?
30.
You will be getting 30. Okay, you will be getting 30. Okay. Now see, I will get 30. I will get 30. But if I call subtraction, what happened? Tell me. So user is calling subtraction function. So inside the subtraction function, you are writing C and D. C and D. So C and D present in the addition function. See, the question here is the C and D present in addition function. Do they present in the subtraction function? As of now, they are not there, right? So if you see in the addition function C is there, in the addition function D is there. This is a local variable. Am I right? This is
Yes,
also
sir.
what? This is also a local variable. Now if I call the subtraction function, the object copy will be saving here. Okay, going inside. You are directly calling C and D. Who is C? Who is D? In this function, there is no C, there is no D. See, you will get error. So then how the connection will be built? Now see guys, can I make this two variables as a global? Guys,
Yes,
can I
sir.
make this two things as a global? See here, global C, global D. Guys, did I tell you local variables and global variables?
Yes, sir. You explained it.
Yes, sir. Global variable అది అన్నిటికీ వర్తిస్తుంది సార్ పైన.
So now see, I am making global C, global D. If I call the subtraction function, if I call the subtraction function, okay, if I call the subtraction function, the object copy is saving here, going inside. Inside, if you see print C minus D, what is C, guys? 10 minus 20. 10 minus 20 is how much? Minus 10, right?
Minus 10.
See what it's telling? You understood the point?
30.
What is the issue? Now run it. See, you are getting the error or not? You can ask me, sir, we are making them into global variables. Even though making them into global variables, can't I use some other way? Wherever I want, can't I use it? No. Why? Because come here. This is inside the class. I'm going to paste it here. Same code. Remove this. Guys, in the addition function, I have two variables C and D. If I call the addition function, it will, the object copy will be same here. Now self is nothing but Kiran. Go inside C10, D20, C plus D how much? Nothing but 30. Done. What I am telling here is, if you want to create an advanced level of reusability, you can ask me, sir, it is very tricky to understand here. It is very simple to understand, but directly if you learn in this way, it becomes tricky. So if you want to understand high level reusability, which means the relationship how to create from a function to other function inside the class, you need to learn a concept that is known as a constructor. If you know constructor, then only you will get to know the main purpose of self and how can you write the functions inside the class properly, and also how to make the connections. So first let me tell you constructor properly, then I will come back, then I will make the high level reusability between these two functions. So now I'm going to tell you constructor. Very, very important, I'm telling you. Constructor. Okay. So constructor is very important. Why? Because whenever the object is created, okay, whenever the object is created, automatically constructor will be called. Okay, you need to keep this in mind. Whenever the object is created, automatically the constructor will be called. Okay, there are two types of constructors. There are two types of constructors. One is non non-parameter constructor. Second one is parameter constructor. Okay. There are two different types of constructors. One is non-parameter constructor and the second one is parameter constructor. So I will explain you in detail. If you are not understanding, let me know. If there is no constructor, no application, I'm telling you. You can't even build a application. That is fact. Constructor. So normally take a class, guys, to understand this constructor in a very detailed way. In interview question, they will ask you a point. The constructor name will be internally, explicitly you can't see it, but the constructor name will be same as class name. Okay. So what is the name of the constructor? Whatever the class name that you are writing, that will be the constructor name, I'm telling you. But you can't see it. Internally, it will take the class name only. Keep this point very, very important. Okay. Constructor name, see here. Constructor. See, already a lot of people are searching. Constructor name is same as class. You can see here. You can see here. Every class object is created same new keyword. So it must be about the class, it must be created. The constructor name should be same as the class name. Okay. In Java, especially in Java, explicitly you will write constructor name and class name both are same. Directly you will write like that. But here what happens is we won't write, but internally constructor name and class name will be same. And it will be represented with INIT. It will be represented with underscore INIT underscore. It will be represented with underscore INIT underscore. I will tell you in a very, very detailed way. See here. Now, whatever we are going to discuss, basically, these are non-parameter constructors. Okay. So whatever we are discussing now, constructors are two different types, non-parameter and parameter. Okay. Now we are discussing about non-parameter constructor. Very simple, guys. Take a class, for example. Imagine this is the class. In the class, constructor will be also there internally, but nobody will see it. Okay. Nobody will see it. If you define, you can define. Okay. So till now, whatever the code that we have written, so nowhere I created the constructor. Just I am taking the class, and I am taking the variables and functions that are like that. Now what I am telling here is inside the class, now I will create the constructor. Constructor means it is like a storage area. It is like a storage area for the class. Okay, remember, it is like a storage area. So constructor will be somewhere here. Suppose, imagine, here I am writing the constructor. Guys, now tell me, this is the class CSC. For example, class name is CSC. Inside the class, I am taking constructor or not. Till now, inside the class, I haven't collected the constructor. Now I am writing the constructor or not. Tell me. If you want to write, you can write the constructor, or else if you don't want to write, no need. But my question is, in the previous examples, in the class I have written the variables or functions. But now what I am asking is, in this graph, whatever you see, inside the class I am writing the constructor, yes or no?
Yes.
So class CSC, okay. Okay, Kamal, you have written the class. You are telling me inside the class, you are writing the constructor. How the constructor will be defined? Def. Write the keyword def. Okay, if you write def one means it will become a function. But see, I am writing the def. I am making sure that inside the class constructor is there. Underscore underscore init underscore underscore. Okay. Underscore underscore. Guys, inside the class constructor is there or not? There. This is the representation. There. Underscore underscore init underscore underscore. So user is creating the class. Inside the class, he is collecting a constructor. So, okay. Inside the constructor, guys, inside the constructor should I have written anything inside the constructor. Is it empty or not? It is empty.
Quite empty.
Quite empty. Yes. I'm going to make it empty. I am coming outside. I am coming outside. Outside, I am going to create a servant whose name is Kiran. Now here is the logic. See. Now here the logic is. I am going to create the Kiran as an PA, which means object for the class CSC. So in this line, many operations will be done. In this line, total, 3 operations will be done. 3 operations will be done in this line. In the first thing, user created the class. User created the class. He created the constructor, and there is nothing inside the constructor as of now. As of now, there is nothing inside the constructor. Okay. Guys, understood now till here? This part understood now? Okay. Now, I am creating a servant whose name is Kiran. I am creating a servant whose name is Kiran. So whenever you are writing this line, whenever the line executes, 3 operations will be done. What are the 3 operations? So whenever you create the object for the class, when you create the object for the class, number 1, object is created. Object created. So the first one is for the class, servant is created. Number 1. Number 2, automatically the constructor will be called. Automatically, whenever, see, for the class object is created in the same line, automatically constructor will be called. Constructor will be called. And along with that, the object copy will be saved in the constructor. Object copy will be saved in the constructor. So if you want to see, copy is coming, you need to accept it now. So now self. Self means what? Self is nothing but Kiran only. Kiran copy. So copy is coming, I am accepting with self. How many operations, guys? How many operations going on in this line? Tell me. Point number 1, for the class, object is creating. Who? Kiran. Along with that, constructor is calling. Along with that, object copy is giving to the constructor. Constructor is accepting with a keyword called self. Here in this place, you can write anything. Any variable you can write. It's just a variable which will act C. For example, I am passing A is equals to 10. 10 you are giving to A. Here also Kiran you are giving to A. Simple. In place of A you can write everything, but according to the documentations they mention to write self. So I am writing self. Self means what? Self is nothing but Kiran. Guys, understood till here? This understood everyone? So here constructor is called object copy given to constructor, object copy given to constructor, and also here constructor is called object copy given to constructor, and of course object created. Okay, 3 things at a time happening here. Okay, sir, see the beauty you need to understand here. Whenever this line is executing, Kiran is going here and this is calling. Yes or no, this is calling. Now what I will do? So from here, constructor is calling. Calling means I will go inside now. Now what I am going to do here is, see. Guys, if I write the self, tell me who is self here?
Kiran.
Object Kiran.
Kiran only, no? I will Kiran dot C, self dot A. Kiran dot A is equals to 100. Self dot B, which means Kiran dot B is equals to 200. You tell me, guys, using the Kiran, can I create the using the Kiran? Can I create the variables inside the class? Yes or no? Yesterday we created or not?
Right.
So self dot A, self means Kiran dot A, 100 I created. Self dot B, 200 I have created. So two variables came to the class now. Came to the class. Okay. So user created the class in the class constructor. Whenever the constructor is calling, see, whenever the constructor is calling, two variables are assigning to the class. Two variables are assigning to the class. I told you, no? The constructor is like a storage area. It will support the class. What I'm doing here, see, as of now, there is nothing inside the class. But whenever the constructor is calling, constructor is creating two variables inside the class. Now see, guys, okay, everything is done. I inform the Kiran to multiply A with B. Will it will be possible or not?
It's possible.
Possible.
Line by line, we will come for this example. Line by line, we will come first. Okay, everything remove. So user is creating the class CSE. Okay. Inside the class, user is writing the constructor. Okay. Inside the constructor, whatever it is there, you should not see. User is writing the constructor. Okay. Whenever the object is creating, whenever the object is creating for the class, which means whenever the Kiran is creating, what is happening? So the constructor will be called self. Self means the Kiran will be coming here, copy will be coming here. Okay, Kiran copy will be coming here. Three things happened in this line. Okay, so the point here is, in this line, you are calling the constructor, right? You are calling the constructor, means inside the constructor, what is happening? Inside the constructor, go inside self dot A. Using the variable, you are writing A is equals to 100. You are writing to the class, whatever operation you do inside the constructor, it will reflect to the class, I'm telling you. So the point here is, whenever the object is creating, automatically constructor is calling. Automatically constructor is calling means it will go inside. Inside what I am doing? Inside the constructor, I am writing self dot A is equals to 100. Kiran dot A, which means A will come. A will create in the class as 100. Self dot B, B will create in the class 200. I told no. Anything you do here, it will reflect to the class. It will reflect to the class. Okay. Now everything is done. So this line, so in this line, object created, so it goes here, it executed, come back. This line completed. Next line, Kiran dot A. So Kiran dot A means 100 into Kiran dot B means 200. You see, you will get the answer if I run. 20,000 coming or not, guys? 20,000 is coming. Okay. Now other example I will give you. Other example I will give you. Copy the same code. This is non-parameter constructor. Why? Because whenever the constructor is calling, you are sending nothing. The parenthesis empty here. The parenthesis is empty. Now I will take the parameter constructor. Now I will take the parameter constructor. Now see, same example I will go with. I am writing like this. Okay. So see here what I am going to do is, what is the class, guys? Tell me. Class is
CSE.
CSE. Okay. Class is CSE. User created a constructor. This is constructor. I told you 100 times just now. You should not see whatever is written inside the constructor. Yes or no? Class CSE constructor is there. Okay. Whenever, see, whenever a object is creating, object copy. See, what is the object? Kiran is the object. Okay. So Kiran copy will save in the constructor or not? Tell me. Object is created. So object copy, which means self will be created or not in the class. It will be Kiran will be given to the self. So self will come. Along with that, Kiran will call the constructor. So whenever the Kiran is calling to the constructor, I am telling to send 10 and 20. Whenever the Kiran is calling the constructor, I am telling to call 10 and 20. So see, I will pass 10 comma 20. Guys, you understood till here? Tell me. Whenever the Kiran is created, Kiran is calling the constructor. Whenever the Kiran is calling the constructor, I am sending 10 and 20. So here there should be someone to accept it, yes or no? So I am taking A and I am taking B. So for the A, I will take 10. For the B, I will take 20. Which means for the A, I will take 10. B, I will take 20. So now see guys, if you see here, user is creating. See, user is created a class which is CSC. The class name is CSC. Inside the class, user created a constructor. Okay. User created a constructor. As of now, don't see this one. Okay. Don't see this thing. Just focus on this area. Class, I created the class and constructor. User created the constructor. This point I am telling you, what I am trying to say is this one. This one is there, no? Whenever the object is creating, when the object is creating, how many operations are happening? Kiran copy number 1, it is giving here. Okay. Kiran is created, second operation. Kiran is calling the constructor. Whenever he is calling, he is sending 10 and 20. Now tell me guys, this is parameter constructor or non-parameter constructor?
A parameter.
It's a parameter. You are passing something to the constructor. Kiran is passing something to the constructor. Okay, Kiran is passing 10 and 20. I am writing A, which means A will take 10 and I am taking B. For the B, I am sending 20. So that's why 10 I will give to A, 20 I will give to B. What is this self? Self is nothing but Kiran. Okay, this understood everyone? Okay, now what I am going to do is inside, let's say, keep like, as of now, keep it like this order. Inside what I am doing, so whenever the Kiran is called, when the Kiran is called, self is there, A is there, B is there. I am writing like this, see, inside the, see, Kiran is calling the constructor, sending A and B, self is there. So if you are calling means it will go inside. It will go inside. Inside what I am doing, it will go inside. Inside what I am doing, inside the constructor, self dot A is equals to A. Guys, I told you if there is a equal to, your focus should be on the right side. Right side, what is there?
Variable A.
A. Inside the constructor, in the variable A, what is there?
10.
10. 10 you are giving to 10.
Self
You are
dot
giving,
A. Self dot A, that is nothing but to object.
self is nothing but what? Kiran. Kiran dot A. Kiran dot A means Kiran will create a object and pass it, yes or no?
Right.
In the class. Next I am writing self dot B is equals to B. What is B in the constructor? 20. Yes or no? 20. So 20 you are giving to self dot B, which means Kiran dot B. Left side you are creating the variable. Kiran dot B means Kiran is creating the variable in the class which is 20. Okay. Now see here, 2 lines completed. In the third line, see, if once calling the constructor, these many operations are happening. In the third line, what is happening? I want to return. What I want to return? What I want to return? Self dot A, which means Kiran dot A means what? 10 into Kiran dot B means 20. 10 into 20, how much? See? See here? Okay, so here write print. This is not function, no? Just write print. Guys, getting the answer or not? You understood what is happening? See, the point here is you are not creating the function or nothing. Just when for a class, whenever the object is creating, when just object is creating, automatically the this is calling the constructor. Constructor is creating the variables inside the class, and operation is doing in just a single line execution. Yes or no? Single line execution. So now you can ask me, what is the use of this constructor, sir? What is the use of this constructor? Now what I will tell is generally, see here, this is the one which we are discussing, right? In the last example, this is the one, right? Maintaining the high level reusability. I will copy this code. I will paste it here. Okay, I will copy that code. I will paste it here. What is the use of that? Let me show you now. Okay, just give me a minute. One minute, this. Okay, now see, this one I will make high level reusability. Okay, high level reusability. You see here, I will design the box. See, guys, this is CSC. Okay, yes or no? So inside the class, who are there? Inside the class, no. Whatever the code I am writing here, that's what I'm.
Okay. Variable
A 200. 200 inside the class 200 is there. Okay. So now what I'm telling here is, see, this is there, no? Addition self is there, no? What I will do here is, see, what I will do is, okay, inside the class A 200 is there. A 200 is there. In the addition function, if you write the variables like this, they will restrict to only those function. Now, if I write like this, what happens? Self dot C, if I write, what happens? Tell me. Self means who? Self means who, guys? C. F.
object.
Yes. Addition.
Means Kiran.
Sir, no. Self means Kiran, object. Okay, here Kiran, no? So what you are writing, you are telling self dot C is equals to 10, you are telling. Kiran dot C means C is equals to 10 only. Am I right? Am I right? Next. I told you, anything in the constructor, anything in the function, if you use the object will be used on the class. Inside the class, function is there, constructor is there. But if you use the self, automatically they will give like a global, like inside the class only. Anyone can use it from anywhere. I will write self dot D. Okay. If you are writing self dot D means 20. So D is what? D is what? 20. Okay. So now what I want to see, I want to print C plus D. You should not write now C plus D. C is inside the function, or C is inside the class? Function is inside the class. My question is, the C is inside the function or it is inside the class?
Inside
Inside the function, sir.
the function.
You are not understanding. What I'm saying is, inside the function. Oh, function is inside the class. That is okay.
Class.
This function is inside the class, but inside this function you have created the C, the variable C, and you have make them into, if you write C is equals 10 means it becomes inside the function. Now you made the C into class, just like this. Yes or no? Yes or no? Now C will become like this. Self.C Kiran, using the Kiran, I created the C equal to 10. So it comes inside the class. This also inside the class. Now see what I am writing, self.C, which means self.C. Kiran.C means what? 10 into self.D, which means what? Guys, tell me. Self dot d means what? 20. 10 plus 20 is how much? 30. Now you just call addition function. Addition function. See 30. Kiran, see here how I will write. Kiran is calling addition function inside self dot c. Okay, I created inside because instead of inside the function, normally inside the class a is there, b this c is there, d is there. What you are writing? You are writing self dot c. Self dot c means what? Self is Kiran only, no? Kiran dot c means 10. Kiran dot d means 10. 10 plus 20 is how much? 30. You can ask me a question here. What is the use of this? Now see guys here. If I do like this, self dot c minus self dot d. You tell me what happens. If I call the subtraction function, if I call the subtraction function will be here, self will be here. Self means Kiran only, no? Kiran dot c means 2, 10 only, no? Kiran dot d means what? 20 only, no? 10 minus 20, how much? Just give me a minute. Self dot c, just sorry, we just need to make them inside the constructor. Sorry for that. Okay, so let's do one thing. Instead of writing like this, we'll use the constructor here. Then high level reusability we can easily create. So that also I will tell you. See what I'm trying to say is, first make a box. First make a box. Okay, listen very carefully. And the box name is, class name is ECE. Okay. Class name is what is ECE. Inside the class there is a constructor. Okay, inside the class there is a constructor. Inside the constructor I'm not writing anything, I'm telling you. Yes, here will be the constructor, yes or no? Inside the constructor there is nothing. As of now there is nothing. Okay, guys, I'm creating Kiran, a object Kiran to ECE. Now tell me guys, what happens in this line? What happens in this line? Tell me. Class created, constructor created. Okay. Object will be created. Number 1. His name is Kiran. Next, object copy will be given to the
instructor.
yes or no? Self. Okay. Next, here in this line, constructor will be called, yes or no? Constructor will be called. So constructor is calling means it will go inside the constructor. Inside the constructor, what I am doing? Self dot a is equals to 10. Self dot b is equals to 20. B is equals to, I am writing 20. So which means what? Inside the constructor, what you are writing? Self dot a is equals to 10. Self dot b is equals to 20. Self means what, Kiran? Kiran dot a 10 means it will come to the class or not? Kiran dot b 20 means it will come to the class or not? I told you anything inside the constructor unit, it will reflect to the class. So you are writing this line. Don't think this line will go to the next, not like that. So when this line, when you create the object, object copy will be given. Along with that, it will call the constructor. It will go inside. After completing all the lines inside the constructor, then only if you write the next line, it will go to the next line. Okay, guys, understood till here? Everyone understood till here? Tell me. You are in constructor. Inside the constructor AB I am taking. They are reflect into the class. They are reflect into the class. Now in the class I have A 10 B 20 perfectly. Now I will create a function. I will create a function. ADDA addition function. Okay, addition function. Okay. Okay, sir, you create the addition function. I'm going to create addition function. Okay, addition function. Inside the addition function, what I will do, there is no need of taking all the variables. Inside the addition function, what I will do is, I will write like, why? Because whenever the function is creating, it will accept the object copy. Okay, so now see, I will write like this. Self dot a into self dot b or self dot a self dot b. See, so whenever the constructor will be called, okay, this execution done, variables came to the class. Now what I am doing, using the Kiran, I am calling the function which is addition. Okay, so whenever you call the addition function, the object copy will come here. Now what I am doing, I am going to do only one thing, print self dot a. Guys, tell me. So Kiran dot a means what? 10 only, no? 10 or not? Inside the class 10 is there or not? Self. You can ask me, sir, you are writing inside the function. No? Inside the function only I am writing, but I am using the object. No. Object can carry everywhere. Self means Kiran. So inside the function Kiran dot a, which means what? 10 plus Kiran dot b. Guys, you understood till here? Tell me. Kiran dot a and Kiran dot b. So here constructor is calling. You are creating the variables whatever you want inside the class. Now for the addition purpose, I am using the same variables. Self dot a, self dot b. Self dot a means what? Kiran dot a 10. Kiran dot b means 20. Now see if I run it, I am going to get addition. Now see for the subtraction purpose, if subtraction. So if the user is calling, if the Kiran is calling subtraction function, okay, subtraction function will be called. That Kiran will be object copy will come here, print here. See what I will do. Self dot a, which means 10. Self dot b, which means 20. 10 minus 20, how much? See, first addition function is calling Kiran dot a 10, Kiran dot b 20. 10 plus 20, 10 minus 20. Simply solving. You can make high level reusability, even more high level reusability. So here two functions are there. Def subtraction you created, self, what you are doing, self dot a minus self dot b you are doing. Okay, this is good. This is good. Now what I will do is, I will create a common function. You see, one common function I will create. Def, one common function I will create. I will not call these two functions. Why I need to call two functions? I will inform the Kiran to call common function. Okay, I will inform the Kiran to call common function. Okay, common will accept self, an object copy. Okay, now inside what I am doing, see, inside what I am doing here is, inside I am writing return. Okay, return is to return. What I am doing, self dot addition. Who is the self, guys? Kiran or Nilo? Kiran dot addition means addition function will be called or not. So see here, inside return self dot addition. See, if I call the common function, it will come here. Self is there, Kiran is there. Go inside Kiran dot addition. Using the Kiran, if you call the addition means it will come here. Again Kiran is there. Kiran dot a plus Kiran dot b, a plus b. See, you will get the answer. Comma. Using the Kiran, I want to call subtraction. Okay, addition and subtraction. Kiran will call subtraction. It will go here. Kiran dot a means 10 minus 20. Everything. See how much reusability. So you are calling Kiran, common. Common is calling the addition function. In the addition function, they are calling the variables. Now you are calling the common. Subtraction you are calling is going here. They are calling A and B and doing the operation. High level reusability. So, okay. Now you can ask me, sir, operations are coming, like memory addresses are coming. You are calling the functions, need to write the parentheses. See, need to write the parentheses. And also one more point, why none then two prints are writing here. I told you, you just return the answer. Return the answer. Return the answer will be very good. So see, I'm going to call the common function. Okay, Kiran is there. Kiran is calling addition function. Okay, again Kiran, what are you doing? Kiran dot a 10 plus Kiran dot b 20. So 10 plus 20, 30. You are returning, which means it will come here. 30 will come here. Next, self. Minus 10 will come here. Again, you are returning 30 and minus 10. Now, if you run it, see, 30 and minus 10. Guys, connections are maintaining or not? You tell me. Connections are maintaining or not? You see any real-time code? Just see normal code for just today only I have done this one script, ML script. See here. Now see guys, I am taking the class. Okay, you tell me inside the class I am taking construct. This is constructor or not, guys? Tell me. Constructor only, no? And I am writing whatever the functions that I want. For every function I am writing the self or not. See, for example, if I want to use this extrain, which is in the class, I will use from here. Self.extrain means this only, no? High level reusability. From wherever you want, you can use the connections. So this is completely about class, object, constructor, and the functions inside the constructor. Guys, still here any doubts? You can ask me. Yes, following, understood? Is it complicated or easy?
It's a bit complicated for non-IT people, but let me learn sometime going forward.
No problem. Like in the example files, there is a lot. What you have to do is like everywhere you are only the logic in the hoops is point number one. Whenever the user is writing the code, you will just write it and leave it. But what the hoops will do, what I am doing here is I am writing a logic here. I am writing a logic here. I am writing a logic here, and I am writing a logic here. And I am keeping a servant. I am informing the servant to be here, to be here, to be here, and to be here. What is the use if they be there? So from here, if I want to use this one, I can use it because this particular servant, this servant, both are same only, no?
Right.
I can use. So if I want to use a logic which is present here, from here, I can connect here because both the servants are same. So these connections you can build. That is what happening here. If you see, just because of calling the constructor in the class, A came, B came, A10, B20. Now you're calling the common function. Okay. Common is calling addition. You're going to the addition. Now addition is calling A means 10 and B means what? 20. 10 plus 20, you're getting the answer. And the object is calling subtraction. Subtraction is connecting from A and B. So see, everywhere here only. You need to do practice, okay? No worry in that. So in the next section, we'll do like another concept, something like inheritance polymorphism. With that, we'll complete the hoops tomorrow. We need to do a lot of practice. So what you do is I will upload the example files here. We just keep practicing. Tomorrow we'll do the remaining things. Okay? All clear, right, guys? Any doubts? Aditya, Amar, Bhaskar. A lot of people are there. Okay. So just practice these things. I will upload the example files and PPTs. And yeah, catch up tomorrow.